So, as far as where that is.
Yes, sir. There's one midfield and one on the west end. Which one did you want?
So there's
cross runway 26 left at Charlie's and contact ground 124.7.
All right, ready?
Roger, thank you.
All right, so I'm feet on the rotor pedals and I give a little bit of power. Full power's in. Now waiting on 16. From the mouth of the wheelman. Some are getting all the wood to get the fire lit. Some are picking up the pieces of the last days. Alright, there's 16. Go ahead and start raising the nose. And hold it for 80. So now you need to push that nose down. Push it forward, push it forward. Remember, we're going for 80 now. Not too much, not too much, not too much. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Very small movements. Let me take the plane for a second to get you up a little bit of altitude. Got too much trim. So very small movements, and then don't put your finger on that thing because it'll. There you go. All right, ready to rock those wings a little bit. Say, take that picture. I look good. All right, airplane's yours, sir. Now there's gonna be a little bit of turbulence. I keep those wings level. Utilizing this. We're gonna head out towards the beach. Now I want you to take this throttle. I want you to bring this back to about. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Let's go ahead and bring that back to 23. It's kind of at 23, but if you pull it just a little bit, you'll see it'll go to 23. Just pull it out a little bit. Good enough. Now you want to lower that nose. Let's get that speed up. Now let's do a little bit of maneuvers. So let's go ahead and do some turns. So I want you to give me a nice little turn to the left. So we go out there and look at Tijuana. Let's go ahead and do a turn to the left. And just lower that nose a little bit. You don't need to go up so high. You just want to push that nose down. Right where that ball's in the center. There you go. Alright, now we can go ahead and do the right. And don't raise the nose up, so you want to just keep that nose down. That's good enough for a turn. That's 30 degrees of bank. So you just kind of look eye to your turn here and make sure nobody's coming in on you. Nice, roll the other way. You can roll the other way now. Alright, don't see how you're raising the nose up? You don't have to do that anymore, so just keep that nose down. Otherwise you start doing it like a lazy 8. So you see the airplane's pretty responsive. You can go ahead and roll it, you don't have to worry about it. It's not gonna happen. So let's go ahead and do a real quick turn. So we'll roll right into 30, boom, we'll hold it there. Now we're coming around at 30. We're eyeing the turn, making sure there is no traffic. Looks good. You can even go into this 45. That's a 45-degree turn, which is known as a steep turn. And this airplane is really not that bad. That good visibility. Boom, we'll roll out. And then we'll just keep that nose down because we don't want to gain altitude or lose altitude. So you can see that this airplane, it's pretty responsive. Flies really well. As promised, those RPMs will come up as it gets in its groove there. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and try a 180-degree turn, 30 degrees. Let's go ahead and do one to the, you done one to the left, or let's go to the right this time. Go ahead and turn it to 30 degrees. Go ahead and roll it faster, a little bit faster. So you're gonna hold it there. Now as you turn, it wants to drop that nose, so you need to pull back just a little bit. There you go. You can roll out. Alright, so push that nose down. See how this one, you want it down on the horizon there. You don't want it too high because you're really just kind of flying it up really high. So I'm going to show you a little maneuver. It's called a positive G. You know what a positive G is? It's basically when your body weight, you get more gravitational pull. So as what we're gonna do for this minute, we're gonna bring this power back to 22. We're gonna just push that nose over. And we're gonna turn a little bit to this because we're just gonna do it straight up. We're gonna gain some speed on this one. We're gonna go level. A little bit faster, doing 120. Ready? 3, 2, 1. You're gonna feel that pull in your stomach.
Yep.
That's a positive G, and then we're gonna take it up here to get slow. Then we're gonna push it over and do a weightless. That's like a 0 G right there. And if you went a little bit harder, your blood would go up to your head. And it'd be a negative 1. So you can see the airplane is not gonna fall apart. It's a pretty solid airplane.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and make some more turns and just kind of get a feel for it. We're gonna keep that nose down just a little bit because you don't want to go above the horizon. You want to keep it at the horizon. Let's go ahead and do some turns to the left and to the right. Just kind of get a feel for it. I'm gonna bring in power some more. Watch that complete dive there. All right, want to take it back up? Sure. This is the practice area out here. So you can see how fast we get out here. It doesn't take very long.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that we can do to save you money as we bring you out here because it really, we're that close to the airport. You can see the airport there. It's not that far away. Let's go ahead and do another turn out towards the coast. That's good enough for a turn there. You don't want to turn too much because as you turn, theoretically what happens is, like as we go into here, you're going to drop right out. It's going to drop like, it won't hold altitude. So you want to do about 20 or 30 degrees. No more than that. Because if you turn really hard, it's just going to fall right out of the sky on you. All right, so let's push that nose down a little bit and just keep this line on that brown line, and you'll notice that you won't descend or you won't climb. You'll just get a level flight, and that's what you're looking to do.
Ground tower frequency in use is 128.25. Advise ground control on initial contact of intersection departure request. Caution skydiving 6 miles northeast and 3 miles east of ground field below 15,000. Advise initial contact, you have Alpha.
So it's Alpha.
Ground tower remains Alpha, time 20530, winds 270 at 7. Visibility 10. Sky clear. Temperature 2.11. Altimeter 299.98. All instrument and visual approaches are in use. Landing runway 26.
You can do a turnaround.
Ground tower frequency in use is 128.25. Advise ground control on initial contact of intersection departure.
So we got Alpha. That's good. One thing we can do so we don't gain a lot of speed is we can always slow this airplane down by putting it at 22. And now we can get a nice, easy descent. But really, you're going to move that ball just slightly below the horizon as you learn to fly.
All right.
We're going to start heading towards the airport. All right, go ahead and roll wings level. See the 905 there? We're just going to follow.
Cessna 895 over the numbers is stationary.
I have been sight. Thank you again for your help. 895.
So here's that rift again. We're just going to keep holding it nice and relaxed, and we're going to do this landing together, okay? So we're 2,000, we're 1,800 now, looking for that 1,100. I'm going to bring in a little bit of power so we're not too slow. Up to 1,100.
Station 1 Delta Hotel, left at the end, taxi 2 parking and monitor ground.
Monitor ground parking 1 Delta Hotel. Thank you, sir.
All right, so there's our runway there. We want to fly a beam to it. We're going to kind of aim out that way, just so we can come in into the wind and land at the slowest ground speed possible. All right, fuel pump on. Ground tower, Grumman 9923, affirms a beam for 26 left.
Coming to the uniform, runway 26 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 26 left, 2 clear uniform. Add some flaps. We're gonna hold it. We're gonna try to lower the nose down because we're past the landing. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use 80 and we're gonna get some kind of a descent profile depending on what the winds are doing. So we're gonna lower the nose and we're gonna hold 80, okay? Now we're gonna turn base.
895, turn left to Bravo, hold short, runway 26 left, remain this frequency.
Turn left to Bravo.
Keeping the ball centered. We got a little bit of down pitch, looking for a 300 to 500 foot descent. And we'll just play with the power as we need to get our descent profile on. Now you see the runway we took off on? That's what we're aiming for. So we're going to look and see if nobody's on final. We're going to turn again. Keep an 80 in there. Just nice, easy turn. Nothing major.
Calling Brown, you were cut out. Say again.
Sir, Bonanza 120, Mike Pop, we're South Bay. Inbound with Alpha, we're at 1.5.
Overshot a little bit because of the wind.
120, Mike Papa, Brown Tower, make right traffic, runway 26 right, report downwind and B.
I got full flaps in, looking good.
Right, welcome.
We're coming in. Power beats out. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that because I don't think we can get any more ice. Power's coming out. We're just going to bring it all the way down to the ground. Right before we get to the ground, we're just going to raise that nose up. All right, power's out. Raise the nose up, bleed off some of that speed. Going to raise it some more on the ground.